He doesn't shout, he doesn't fight, but his silence says it all. The silence of disrespect, of manipulation, of a love that never truly was. If he gives you even one of these signs, you must leave, not for him, for yourself, for the woman you were born to be, strong, calm, unbreakable. This isn't just emotional advice, this is ancient Stoic wisdom, the wisdom of emperors and philosophers tested in fire and blood. Subscribe to AREV. Let's begin. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, said, "Do not waste what remains of your life in speculating about others." A man who respects you respects your time. He does not leave you waiting, wondering, hoping. If he constantly delays, cancels, or ignores your time, you are not his priority. You are an afterthought, a convenience. And a Stoic woman does not bend to convenience. She does not twist her schedule, her life, her very being, to fit the whims of a man who cannot even offer her the basic courtesy of being on time. A Stoic does not tolerate being treated as an option. She demands respect, not through demands, but through action. And sometimes the most powerful action a woman can take is to walk away. "He who is brave is free," wrote Seneca, the Stoic philosopher. A man who cannot own his mistakes is a coward. He is shackled to his ego, terrified of the vulnerability that comes with saying, "I was wrong." But the man who blames others for his mistakes is a prisoner of ego. He builds walls of justification, of excuses, of blame. He cannot see his own reflection in the mirror, only the distorted image of who he wishes he was. If he never says, "I was wrong," he is not brave enough to love with maturity. He is a boy playing at being a man, hiding behind words that protect his fragile pride. A Stoic woman sees through this. She recognizes that true strength lies not in avoiding responsibility, but in embracing it. And if he cannot meet her there, in that space of honest reflection, then he's not worthy of her strength, her love, her time. A true Stoic man lifts others with calm strength. He does not need to diminish to feel powerful. He celebrates the achievements of others, knowing that their light does not dim his own. If he mocks your dreams, your appearance, or your emotions, he's not Stoic. He's insecure, wearing a mask of control to hide the trembling fear within. He sees your strength as a threat, your light as competition, and so he tries to extinguish it with his words. He chips away at your confidence, hoping to mold you into a version of yourself that he finds less intimidating, less powerful. But you are not meant to be small. You are not meant to shrink yourself to fit into the confines of his insecurities. A Stoic woman knows her worth. She does not need validation from a man who seeks to diminish her. Chapter 4. Love is not a currency. It is not a bargaining chip to be traded for favors, for attention, for validation. Love is given freely without expectation of return. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do." And if you want to be loved unconditionally, then you must first love yourself that way. If his love comes and goes based on convenience, you're not a partner. You're a possession, a means to an end, a source of comfort and pleasure that he accesses when it suits him. A Stoic woman recognizes this transactional love for what it is, a pale imitation of the real thing. She does not settle for crumbs of affection, for fleeting moments of attention. She demands respect, consistency, and a love that is not contingent on fulfilling his needs. Chapter 5. The Stoic does not need to scream. He possesses an inner strength that does not require outward displays of aggression. But be wary, for silence can be crueler than noise. If he isolates you, makes you doubt yourself, or controls you quietly, leave. His calmness is not serenity, it's calculation. He is a predator who lures his prey with the promise of peace, only to trap them in a cage of manipulation and control. He may never raise his voice, but his words will cut you just as deeply. He will use your empathy against you, your kindness as a weapon. He will make you believe that his cruelty is your fault, that you are too sensitive, too demanding, too much. Dignity is not negotiable. It is not something you earn through silence, through obedience, through shrinking yourself to fit his mold. A Stoic woman walks away from this silent cruelty with her head held high, knowing that her peace of mind is worth more than the illusion of his control. Chapter 6. No one owes anyone love. Love is a gift freely given, not a debt to be collected. It is a bond built on mutual respect, not a transaction based on obligation. Seneca warned us, he who receives a benefit should never forget it. A grateful heart remembers kindness. But a man who keeps score, who reminds you of his every good deed, who expects repayment for his affection, he is not capable of love. But if he gives and then demands, he is doing business, not love. He is a merchant, not a partner. He is trading in emotions, not sharing them. A Stoic woman recognizes this imbalance. She understands that true love is not a contract, but a choice made every single day to show up for one another freely and without reservation. If he cannot offer that, if he demands repayment for his every gesture of affection, then he is not worthy of her love. Chapter 7. A Stoic man seeks virtue. He strives for self-improvement. He understands that life is, well, a journey of continuous learning, of evolving into the best version of himself. If he's been the same boy for years, same temper, same lies, same habits, you're not in a relationship, you're in a loop. He is stuck, repeating the same patterns, making the same mistakes, refusing to learn from his past. He may offer you empty promises of change, but his actions will always betray his words. He is comfortable in his stagnation, content to remain in the shallows while you crave the depths. A Stoic woman does not tolerate stagnation. She seeks a partner who challenges her, inspires her, and pushes her to grow alongside him. And if he cannot meet her there in that space of continuous evolution, then she must have the courage to leave him behind. Stoics don't mock suffering. They understand that pain is an inevitable part of the human experience. They endure it, learn from it, and emerge stronger on the other side. If he says you're too sensitive or you always make things dramatic, he isn't strong. He's scared of emotion. He's afraid of the depth of your feelings, the intensity of your experiences. He would rather dismiss your pain than sit with you in it, to hold space for your vulnerability, to offer comfort and support. He may try to convince you that your emotions are an inconvenience, a burden, a flaw. But a Stoic woman knows that her capacity for feeling deeply is a strength, not a weakness. She deserves a partner who honors her emotions, who validates her experiences, and who offers comfort and support, not judgment and dismissal. Epictetus said, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. The man who lies believes he knows better. He believes he is smarter, craftier, more cunning than those around him. But lies poison love. They erode trust, creating cracks in the foundation of a relationship that can never be fully repaired. He may apologize, offer excuses, promise to change, but the sting of his deception will linger long after his words have faded. Even if you forgive him, you will never trust him again. The seed of doubt will have been sown, and it will forever cast a shadow over your love." A Stoic woman values honesty above all else. She knows that trust, once broken, is nearly impossible to rebuild, and she will not waste her time, her energy, or her heart on a man who is incapable of offering her the basic respect of truth. This is the final sign, the most silent one, the one that creeps in slowly, insidiously, until you question everything you thought you knew about yourself. You question if you're enough. You wake up anxious. You shrink around him, afraid to take up space, to voice your needs, to be your full, authentic self. His presence is a weight on your chest. His words a constant echo of self-doubt in your mind. You begin to believe the lies he has planted, the seeds of insecurity he has sown. Marcus Aurelius would say, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. If it does not feel like love, it probably isn't." A Stoic woman knows her worth. She does not need a man to validate her, to complete her, to make her whole. And she will not tolerate being with a man who makes her feel anything less than worthy, loved and cherished for exactly who she is. A Stoic woman must walk away from what corrupts her peace. She does not linger in relationships that diminish her spirit, drain her energy, or make her question her worth. These signs are not red flags, they're truths. They are whispers of wisdom from your intuition, your body, your very soul, telling you that this is not the path to love, to happiness, to fulfillment. You are not meant to fix him. You are meant to grow. You are meant to flourish in the presence of a love that nourishes your soul, not depletes it. Leave him with calm, with dignity, and never look back. Subscribe to AREV, the wisdom of the ancients in simple truth. We are not loud, we are stoic.